Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I'm so glad to have you here on Thomas's YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us for today's supplier session. Delighted to be with you all. I'm your host, Sarah Smith, Senior Manager for Customer Marketing at Thomas. It's my privilege to help steward, spotlight, and share the important work being done by and the stories of the customers who make up Thomas's robust industrial supplier network. Today's supplier session is Future Ready, Building Resilience in Manufacturing with North American Safety Products. We're hosting this session on the cusp of Manufacturing Day, which is going to be this coming Friday, October 4th. Manufacturing Day celebrates the impact and the breadth of the manufacturing industry, and it serves to inspire future generations of manufacturers to thrive. I'm joined today and absolutely thrilled and honored that he's my guest by a leader who is indeed thriving in the manufacturing industry. My guest today is Jim Pfeiffer, CEO of North American Safety Products. North American Safety Products produces the VersaGuard, the signature black and yellow expandable barrier you've likely encountered when trying to go down an out-of-order escalator, and a full suite of equipment, barriers, facilities, and barricades focused on machine guarding and pedestrian safety. They're an active Thomas customer with a full-service SEO content program and a website built by Thomas, and they are a sterling example of a business that is future-proofing for ever-continued growth, visibility, and brand awareness. Jim, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here.
Pleasure to meet you again, Sarah. Thank you for the invitation. It's a real honor. Thank you.
Absolutely. So I've set the stage a little bit, and the context of this session really is all about resilience and looking to the future. But I think it's important for you to give us some background, and let's look to the past. Where did North American Safety Products come from? Tell us the history. How did the company come to be?
Okay. Well, it could be a long session if I go. It actually started in a one-bedroom apartment on Lakeshore Drive in Chicago. My father-in-law, Martin Mobeck, and one of his business partners, Peter Andrews, had come up with the concept of bringing in a portable barricade like a child gate to the industry to bring more awareness to slip, trips, and fall hazards and make people aware of it. It started around 1995, early 1996. My wife now, she was my girlfriend at the time, recruited me to work with them in helping develop more of the product and brought me in 1999. And I bought into part of the company at the time. So that's how it basically got started.
Awesome. So founded in a one-bedroom apartment. It's amazing. What's been its journey since its founding? How did it pick up momentum and come to be the industry titan that it is today?
Well, it has peaks and valleys in all of this marketplace right now, based on how did it actually get rolling. The one barricade, the VersaGuard, got it started, and then brought it to the attention of other people. People started looking at it in different ways and asked if we could come up with machine guarding applications. So we've done that. We've integrated those. So we built off of one product line. It sort of snowballed into what it is today.
Amazing. And when it comes to types of products that you make, tell us about your product line and what differentiates your product from those that are competitors, or maybe even other ones you might see out there. What sets you all apart?
Well, the products that we have are all made in the United States. We are the manufacturer. Everything's done in-house. So the product is built with U.S. source material, all of our products. And from the VersaGuard all the way to the rear guard line, which is the machine guarding applications, we come up with solutions that fit the need of what the customer is looking for. We don't try to push people into products that they do not need. They tell us what they want, and we design that system for them. So it is very customizable if you need it to be. We're the originator of the portable barricade. There are many that try to copy what we do or try to keep up with us. It is difficult to do because our products are proprietary, and we have systems that we use to help design better products.
That's so neat that it's all customized. And like you said, you're meeting the needs of your customers.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a bit about the industries and sectors that you serve?
We work with some Major League Baseball teams. There's several that have purchased our products. I can tell you the Texas Rangers World Series champions purchased our products for their spring training facilities. There's several that I cannot tell you, but we hit every industry sector on the planet. But one sector is up, is great, and the other ones are down. We survive all ebbs and flow of the economies that are happening these days. So we do hit every sector on the planet. That's what makes us a little bit different.
Yeah, very much so. That's so neat. I mean, from baseball to, like I mentioned, escalate, retail and commercial and everything in between. Have there been any that have been surprising to you, like that they ended up working with you guys?
There have been several, yes. Let's see it. SpaceX.
Oh, neat.
There's one.
Wow.
There's several that I have to sign contracts that I cannot disclose what their situations are, but we help create solutions to alleviate those problems for that customer. It is exciting, I will tell you that, to walk into some plants that you're like, would have never thought that would have been like that, but sometimes it's kind of scary at times, but we help create the safer and more secure environment for the employees and general public in that fact. It's quite amazing.
It's amazing. You'd mentioned, weathering storms and ups and downs, and even like you just said, like intimidations, or maybe a little bit of like, are we really meant to be partnering here? What does it take to have a business that weathers all that and that can withstand, any of those speed bumps that you come up against?
That's a great question. Being able to persevere through certain things that you do not anticipate to happen. Expect the unexpected. That is a given. The customer or the clients can change their minds in a blink of an eye. So you better be ready for it.
That's great. Yeah, really expecting the unexpected. And would you say too that that's how, like, when times have gotten tough, or obviously there's uncertainty every day, right, and disruptions. What have you guys turned to sort of to make it through those times, or like, how does a company do that? What pivots have you had to make?
There's cost cutting moves you make. You don't want to do it, but the one thing to do after the 2008 recession, we had to scale back and learn new things to make us better and more efficient. And being more efficient with less personnel, if you will, or better sourcing, getting to know your vendors a little bit better and working with them a little easier makes it a lot more comfortable to weather storms, because everybody's doing it. Everybody's having the same problems that you're having in general life, for that matter, from groceries to source for whatever. It just happens. So being able to weather storms in things that are just different, it's every sector is different. So you have to kind of roll with it, especially with us. We have to roll with different things to get to make it easier and more efficient and more effective.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. It's I think it's apt that you have Washington crossing the Delaware behind you. Talk about being in a boat, like we're all in the same boat, but experiencing differently.
That's the good thing of perseverance right there.
Yeah, very much so. What makes you as a CEO, as a leader, as someone who has weathered those storms very like personally, taken the brunt of them, had to be a leader and continue to rally everybody. What makes you excited to come to work every day and to continue to do this work?
Honestly, the thrill of the action of doing things. I used to work with my hands all the time. I was in manufacturing for 25 years. So it's having to come up with new product lines, do new products, new solutions for different customers, and talking to customers. I'll get in a car and I'll just drive to a customer's facility and just go talk to them, just to get their temperature, see what they're thinking, what's on the horizon for their opportunities, making sure that always staying in front of the people. As the employees here in North America, they're North American safety products. I'm not. And I tell them that to their face. They're the reason I come to work, to make sure that they're always having something. Nobody lost a job in COVID with us. They all stayed and I made sure that they were here. And they always had something to do through everything. So to me, that's how I lead. I lead by example. I show up to work 6 out of 7 days just to become ready for the next thing that actually happens. People think it's just, it's easy. It's not as easy as everybody thinks it is. It's hard, and it's a lot of sleepless nights. Being able to get to the next day is sometimes be a challenge, but it's not that bad overall. In the grand scheme of things, I'm very fortunate to be doing it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. It's amazing that you say that to your people, to your team, that they
work with us. They don't work for me. I work for them. Actually, it's just in reverse. I work for them to make sure that they're taken care of. It's because of them. That's why I do this. I love them for it, and I tell them that every day.
That's awesome. That's really, I think, poignant because, as I mentioned at the beginning, we're here right around the corner from Manufacturing Day, which is a celebration of the manufacturing industry and looking forward at how to build the next generation of future leaders in this industry. Maybe you can draw upon even what you've told folks in hard times, but what advice would you give to that next generation? To the future leaders, like what are you telling them as they're coming up?
Manufacturing is always going to be needed in this country. It's fact. Be ready for it. It does not come easy. You got to be ready for it. You are going to weather storms you had never thought you would ever weather in your professional life or your personal life or any of that fact. It is not easy, but once you get to that next hurdle, you're going to be ready to jump that next hurdle. Don't give up too fast. It's a lot easier to go through a snowstorm head first than turn around and go back, because you're going to keep staying in that snowstorm, keep plowing forward, always look to the next thing. There's always something else there. Go for it.
I love that. That's so wise. And what makes you hopeful about the future of this industry and maybe even for the future of North American safety products?
My wife and I own this company, and our nephew Trevor was an intern for us for the first time this past summer. He learned a lot. He was here a lot, so he was in the back. He learned from the ground up, like Nicole and I did. I worked in the shop first and worked my way up. It wasn't just right here I am. You got to know from the back end all the way to the front. So he interned in every department of this company. So we're very fortunate that this kid is 19. He's going to be 21. He is going to be probably the successor down the road, because we need somebody like that, somebody in the family lineage to carry the torch, so to speak. And he has always had an interest in this company, even when he was a boy. he would always be around the offices or something, or somehow. It's always fun to have that around to try to show somebody else how to do something like this. You can learn it in school, it's great. But if you get hands dirty and know how to do it along with the school, it's even better. But keep going for it. Don't give up. It's easy to give up. You don't want to give up.
Yeah. Oh, that's so neat. Thinking about the future of North American safety products and, like you said, the lineage and that hands-on experience. And it really sounds too like what you're saying is at the core still, it's a very people-oriented company and business. And it is about being hands-on, it's at the soul of manufacturing.
Sure, it is. Absolutely. We're like in the mode of expansion and acquisition. And right now we're right in that moment in time. That's how we are going to grow North American safety products. We are expanding and acquiring other businesses to add on to what we're doing. Our product lines are going to get bigger. We're actually developing another company to spin off of this company. So it's growing very quickly. And by the end of 2026, there's going to be something to see.
Wow, that's awesome. It sounds, the future, it sounds like the future is very bright, which is wonderful. And you're building an amazing, path towards exactly where you want to be headed. Mm-hmm. What tools or best practices are you using to continue to grow and to build your brand and to continue to expand?
Well, I can tell you, Thomas, that is very big ally for us. It is not for the faint of heart. I will be honest with you. It took a couple of swings to get it right, but sure. it worked. And I will tell you that this is really a good ally to have as Thomas and to help grow this brand. We are very brand oriented. I'm trademarked. We're trademarked. We're very brand oriented. Our products are trademarked. It just sort of fits with Thomas, helping with that branding aspect, with the color schemes and all of those little finite little details that have taken a better part of 24 months to get it to this point. But the fruit is coming off the tree right now for us, and it, because of Thomas, helped get that to that level, and that's amazing. You guys are awesome.
Oh, well, that's wonderful to hear. We think you're awesome. So thank you for partnering with us and trusting us. And that's what we're here for. Truly, is to be your partner, and it is a team effort. And we're so proud to be working with you. I know. Again, as we think about, building brand, what's ahead, anything else to add, just as you're, kind of sitting here and, like I said, taking stock, looking ahead to the future.
What is it? What's the future? What it holds for what we're trying to do? Honestly, I haven't really thought of it too much. Because if I get bogged down too fast with other things, it just makes it harder for me to really focus. I'm like I said, I'm the 5 to 10 year out guy. I am a visionary leader. That's how I've always been. I really see the bigger picture and what I want it to turn into, and the team around me has made that possible. It's just one of those things that it's going to be really something in the next handful of years. I'm hoping by the time I'm 60, this thing will be like gold, and I have a feeling it's going to be that way.
Awesome. Well, that is so great. And we look forward to continuing to work with you and to help you get there. We're, like I said, just so proud to be your partner. We did a case study with North American Safety Products y'all tuning in can read it in its full glory and hear more from Jim. I'll share the link to that. It's on our website. It's business.thomasnet.com/reviews/NASP. So that should be in the YouTube description underneath this broadcast. So head there, read about it. Like I mentioned, North American Safety Products, they are, a full SEO content program and a website managed by and built by Thomas. It's just an amazing example of partnership. And we're just so, fortunate, happy to get to work with amazing suppliers like you, Jim. So thank you for sharing your time with us and partnering with us.
Absolutely. No problem whatsoever.
Everybody, thank you so much for being with us. This has been a total delight. We look forward to bringing more supplier sessions like these to you, to giving you a peek behind the curtain, letting you know who the leaders in our industry are, who, what they're doing, what the future looks like for our industry, how they're building growth, best practices and the tools and the tactics that they're putting into place. So thank you for spending your time with us and taking some time to learn from Jim Pfeiffer, CEO of North American Safety Products. If you're interested in learning more about advertising with Thomas, or if you're a current advertising customer and want to see what's new, you can always head to business.thomasnet.com/programs. And like I said, again, check out this North American Safety Products case study. It really is a great breakdown of all that we've worked together to build so far. Jim, we'll look forward to seeing you again in a future session and looking forward to more continued success with North American Safety Products. Thanks again, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.